We got to do this again, Matt. We gotta do it every week. We gotta come out here every week and talk about this. You know, it's hard, man. It's hard to wake up every day and know that there are just some teams who get by with some lucky stuff, and guys that work hard, protect our country, wake up every day, and then they just get, destroyed by points for every week. But I'll tell you what, I'm not concerned. This is the PML podcast. He's Matt. I'm Matt. This is Matt and Matt in the evening. What is up, brother? How are you doing?
Dude, I'm feeling good. I love the little energy switch there. I'm with you. This is PMLP is what we do. I'm feeling good. Ready to talk about last week. You want to dive right into it?
Let's dive right into it, brother.
All right, here we go. So let's pull up the matchups. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're just listening, and I realize you might not see this, but let's start with Help versus Fly Eagles Fly. Love the name change, Ryan, especially when we realized, it was the Saints versus Eagles here, Ben versus Ryan. Man, I just kind of knew Zach Moss was going to score at some point and squeak it out. I know we were very focused on the Bengals and focused on all that. We're not going to get into that on this podcast. But, yeah, I kind of knew Ben was going to pull this out, which is pretty crazy. Ryan looked so good after week one, and he still does. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything. But now with him 1-2 and Ben being 2-1 was such a crazy, crazy change of events. So, yeah.
I'll tell you what, dude. Name changes help, apparently. You change your name to Help, and then you get help on the last play of Monday Night Football. So that's cool. I might try that. That's a good idea, Ben. I'm just saying, if my name is Help next week, it might work out in my favor. I don't know. Keep that in mind. So next up, what do we got? We'll go Breesby with you. I'm against Alvin and the Chipmunks part 3. Probably more parts to come in the future because it looks like Alvin Kamara is showing no signs of slowing down. Unfortunately for Tripp, 113 points would beat almost everyone this week. He just happened to play one of the people that it wouldn't beat, and that is Breesby with you. Kyron went off, Jaden Daniels went off, Malik Neighbors went off. Matt, I think you have to apologize for starting Jaden Daniels, right?
Yeah, it didn't feel good. Tripp even hit me with the, are you happy, Matt, after the first time he scored? And I didn't respond on purpose.
Let me ask you, did you or did you not use your Jaden Daniels taunts?
I did not. Right. And that would have stung so bad if I did. Yeah. I went back and forth on it.
Yeah. That's a veteran move, is to hold back on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. I'm happy with it. All right. I was scared about this one, but I'm happy it finished the way it did. Let's move on. Koopas Troopas versus Chicken and Rice. So, that 89.98 ended up being a lot higher than I think it looked like at the beginning of the week. So Jamar coming in at the end, looking like Jamar. You still got some players on your team, dude. I'm not worried about you.
I'm not worried. I don't want to talk too much about my own team, but that was with Rashid Shaheed scoring 0 points and Cooper Kupp being on the IR. So who knows what that looks like on a more normal week. But, more power to Chicken and Rice. I mean, 131, that's a very good score. You did it. You did it. Good job.
Yeah, his team's really scary. Really, really scary. I mean, with Rashee Rice, Tyreek didn't do a thing, and he scored 131.
I know.
We'll see.
All right, well, moving along, we got Everything is Broken and Gimme Dat again. Everything is Broken. What a just very apt team name. I hope you're doing okay. Obviously, not happy that you broke your arm. That's not a fun thing to go through, and I'm sorry you had to do that. But your team is your second highest score is your quarterback. That's good. It's not good when it's 9.8 points. That is not going to lead to very big weeks for you. Now, Cody, I have a lot of words for you. 72 points in a win. I think we're going to take a look at that later and talk some more about it. But I got nothing but bad things to say about your team. I think you're going to lose a lot of fantasy football games this year, and I can't wait to see you losing the toilet bowl.
Yeah, this is the craziest win, 72 points. I will say this because I just noticed it after you said it. Yeah, Pat had C.J. Stroud as second top scorer with 9.8. Cody's third scorer was Baker Mayfield with 8.52. So what a quarterback battle we had.
Yeah, man, that's a real meeting of the minds right there.
2-1 next to that name. All right, last matchup here, we got Grant versus Ethan. Another one that was like coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
Josh Allen started off so strong on that Monday Night Football. I was like, oh, because I sent the text of what he needed. He needed Josh Allen to outscore Brian Robinson Jr. and Joe Burrow by 9. And it looked like that was going to happen. I do love seeing Joe, though, put it on and do that, even though he didn't come out with the win. He threw 3 touchdowns, over 330 yards. That was awesome. So happy to see him do that for Grant. No offense against you, Ethan, but Joe Burrow. It's pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
All right. Now after 3 weeks, Chip, what we're going to do?
Let's take a look at the standings, man. Let's see where we're at. 3 weeks in, I think you sent some players in the group chat. It's like, let's rank them up a little bit. Let's rack and stack. Let's rack and stack the league, man. Let's see what everyone's doing. What's it looking like out there, Matt?
All right, so I'm up top 3-0, the only sole 3-0 guy. I would be scared that's going to change, but I play Cody next week, so I think I'll just stay up top there. Sorry, we'll get to the previews in a bit. I don't mean to.
Yeah, I guess you just have to score 10 points total and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Cool.
A lot of 2-1 after that. A lot of 2-1s all the way down to the 6th spot. If the league ended today, Cody would be booted out of that 6th spot by PF, so we'll get there. And then you got some 1 and 2s. Honestly, wait, I didn't even notice this until just now. Week 1, we talked about how powerful Ryan and Ethan's teams are, and they're both sitting there 1 and 2. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's why you can't feel too bad until you're a few more weeks in than this. I'll probably say that in a few weeks as well when I'm 0 and whatever. But you got to keep selling yourself the dream.
Yeah. Let's take a peek here at PF. So I got it filtered for highest to lowest if you're following with us on YouTube here. What do you notice here, Chip?
Let's see. I'm looking for people who have a good record, who are maybe 2-1, and I'm looking towards the top, and I feel like someone's missing. I can't put my finger on it. I'm looking for it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. The 8 and the 9 spot. Specifically that 9 spot, because the 9 spot is actually not even a full point above the 10 spot, and he's 2-1. So that's not good. Really hate that. But I will say, if you want to look at the PA column, there is absolutely no one who has taken it on the chin more than your good friend sitting across from you. Almost 150 points more than give me that win. I am not a math major. I didn't graduate from college like the normal path. But if my numbers are correct, that's 50 more points per week, every single week.
Correct.
That's almost as much as Patrick scored last week. I'm just saying it's a big disparity there. So.
Oof. I just noticed that's both me and you up top there. You're still 60 ahead of me on points against, but yeah, we people score on us, I guess. Probably because we're saying a lot of shit on a podcast.
Probably. I guess we should probably stop doing this so we can get a little break on the PA column.
Yeah, and I will point out those 2 teams earlier that I mentioned. Again, this is live. We don't plan this before. I'm looking that Ryan and Ethan, as I was talking about, how they've looked really good, but they're 1 and 2. They're right here with me and you up at the top of the PA column. So yeah, it makes sense. They've got scored on.
Yeah, definitely does.
All right.
Well, you want to move on to a little message of the week? It was a little slower this week. Not as much content. I think that happens when the Bengals don't play on Sunday, and it was a little bit of a weird Sunday morning to start. I think we can all agree. So, what'd you like? What'd you like out of this week?
There were some funny gifts. Love the gifts. Ben had a couple funny ones. I loved Pat's gifts yesterday that he was sending about James Cook. There was some craziness, I know from mine and your point of view, of what happened to Pat Saturday night with his arm. We were both worried.
Yeah, that was a very busy Sunday morning trying to figure out what happened, getting conflicting reports. I'm in intelligence. I get a lot of conflicting intel. I got to sniff out what's right and what's wrong, and that was a tough one. Until Patrick came out and said that he did not need surgery. He said his arm was broken, but he didn't need surgery. To me, that's the best message of the week. My buddy, he's stumbled down a little bit, but doesn't need surgery. He's gonna be all right. That's my message of the week.
Yeah. So that's good. Yeah, I agree with that. We love you, Pat. Glad you're doing all right. And I agree. That's a good message of the week. We got a caller today, Chip.
We do. We got a caller. As always, no one has listened to it yet. I know who it's from. Matt does not know who it's from. He'll hear the voice and know who it's from. But when we got this call in, the message with it said short and sweet. So I have a real feeling this is going to be a hard hitter, but real quick. So without further ado, let's hear it.
Surprise, surprise. It's the double champ here. I've heard the whispers, guys. A lot of people saying, oh, your team's stinky. It stinks. Lowest points 4, 2-1, fraudulent. Yeah, I've heard all of it. And to be honest, it really hurts my feelings. I drafted a bunch of guys that I thought would perform, and once again, I had the most injured team in the league. But it's a long season. I'm not too worried about it. I think it's been a tough weekend for everyone, myself included, but I think of two people in particular when I think of this. The first one, he broke his arm, probably was being a drunk dumbass. I still feel bad for him. And then I had to go and break his spirits. So hopefully he can recover, get a win next week. The other one I think is pretty obvious, huge Bengals fan. And then he also loses his own fantasy matchup because of the Bengals garbage time TD, and that's Ryan. Don't feel as bad for him. His team's pretty good, but that's a tough way to go down. So, let's all be nice to each other. My feelings hurt. Patrick's arm hurts. Let's just have a good week going forward.
That's a nice message from Cody. I'm not going to stop. I'll probably never stop talking about how bad your team is, but you could be nice to me, man. I welcome it with open arms.
Yeah. No, I think that was so great. That had me rolling. I love not knowing who was calling in. That was so
there's
awesome.
something real nice about it.
I will say he said something earlier today, that bothers me too, that his low PF. I know it does, but I think he also kind of loves it. He loves to have the excuse. You know?
Dude, he wants all of his players to be hurt. He wants to have the lowest points for. He wants to have no points against. He wants to have every reason in the book why you can just chirp and cry and wet his diaper, and it's just, that's just who he is. And that's why his name is Give Me That. He's not saying I'm going to go earn it. He's not going to say I'm going to go draft the best team. It's, please, can I, give me that. Can I please have that, please? That's his name. And that just, I think that fits very nicely. So,
oh my goodness. He is a 2-time champ. You got to give him respect. You got to give him that respect. He led with that, and I was like, damn it. Good lead.
I know. You can't do anything about it either. It's just like, all right.
No. All right. Let's. You ready to talk about next week?
Yeah, man. Let's look over at week 4. I got the projections pulled up on mine. This is my first time looking at them, full disclosure. I haven't even looked at what is going to be coming up. So I'll go ahead and start it off with Sniff My Pits and Fly Eagles Fly. And I think that's perfect because we were just talking about how both of those teams are very good, but have had some tough breaks, 7th and 8th respectively in the division. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It's a 10-point spread right now. Ryan is projected to win, and that makes sense. I think Ryan probably has a better team. But I think one of these two is probably going to be very frustrated because I think they're going to both score a good amount of points this week and lose to someone who also scored a lot of points.
Yeah, for sure. This is insane. I did not mean to highlight them as much as I did earlier, and then here we are talking about them just like you said. Just want to put a plug for Josh Allen because obviously he went the fuck off last week. But he plays Sunday Night Football against the Ravens. That's going to be a crazy fun game. So, wow. Yeah, let's see what this does. I'll just pop right above that to Help versus Koopas Troopas. This is a close matchup. I mean, look, you're projected 101. He's projected 93.8 currently. Something we highlighted, of course, about Cody, but we also briefly mentioned about Ben, about him being 2-1 and having a very low PF. So this is it. This is a good matchup, I think. This is a good spot for you, Chip, to make your first win and put Ben back where he in his place, according to PF again.
You were going to say back where he belongs. Back where he belongs.
I did. I almost said that.
You newcomer.
I did almost say
Get
that.
down there, newcomer.
But,
All right. Well, with that. Oh, you got more? Go ahead.
I was going to say I believe in you on this one. And I know that's 3 weeks in a row I've said it.
4 weeks in a row. Shut up. Stop saying nice things about my team. You are the reason that I'm losing these games.
I will not say anything next week if that's what happens.
Can't have anything around here, I swear.
Ooh, what about this one? Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us.
So this is weird to me. We got Chicken and Rice and Alvin and the Chipmunks. But that's also a 10-point differential with Chicken and Rice being projected 108 and Alvin and the Trips 98. Does Trip have someone hurt? Or what's the disparity here? Or is Parker's guys just getting a large projection?
I'm looking at his roster. No, nobody on there is marked 0. Just Mark Andrews is only projected 6, which is lower than normal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he's been playing Zach Charbonnet recently because Kenneth Walker's been out. So currently Charbonnet's projection's low, but that could get bumped up.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I think that is going to end up being a lot closer than the current projection suggests. But 2-1 teams, both second and third respectively in the league. So I think it's going to be a knife fight. Two guys that are very sneaky with their disses. So if you're not paying attention, you might not catch the shit talk between them. But I guarantee if you look close enough, it'll be there.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. That's the funnest part about this matchup is
best.
Is that part. One thing I want to put on watch. We need like an on watch segment. I don't know. Okay. But I got a guy on watch here. Anthony Richardson. He just dude, and they played Chicago last week. Really good defense. He only scored 5 points. It's understandable. Mm-hmm. They played Pittsburgh, the number 1 defense according to the metrics right now. So it's like on watch.
Well, let me add to that because I'm looking at it right now. How many interceptions do you think AR-15 has on the year?
Oh, man, I don't even know. 4?
He has 6. He's averaging 2 per game.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's on watch.
See where that goes.
He's on watch. All right, man. You got next.
Yeah, I'll take this one. Obviously, it's me versus Cody. 3-0 versus 2-1. Should be a barn burner, according to that. Projections currently, I'm 120.9. That's the highest I've been projected yet, so that's good. I like that. And that's if Kittle plays. Right now, that's Kittle, but we'll see if he plays. And then Cody, 97 is his projection. I wonder if he'll play Caleb Williams or Baker Mayfield this week, or pick up a new guy. Ooh, come on, Cody. Let's do Caleb versus Jaden, rookie versus rookie.
I think you guys should definitely do that. Cody, he was a great draft pick in the 4th round when you took him. I think that someone was going to draft him in the 5th if you didn't get him there. And obviously he has a really great start so far. So I think you should really play him this week and just have that rookie on rookie battle. I think it'd be great. But rounding it out with lamb chops and everything is broken. 2 very close friends. I feel, unfortunately, that more things will be broken by the end of next week than are currently. I do think Lamb Chops gets it done. CD's been a little iffy, so I think he'll take a step up. Joe Burrow finally showing who he is, putting the league on notice. That's always nice. And then, I don't know. It's hard when your 2 starting running backs are Ramondre Stevenson, who, if you're not keeping track, put up negative points last week, and Carson Steele, who's an undrafted rookie. So I'm rooting for you, Pat. I love you. I'd love to see you get a win. Obviously, we're down in the trenches together, but you got an uphill battle ahead of you.
Something I want to throw. Carson Steele got, I think, did he get 17 carries? I think he got a lot of work.
17 carries for 7.9 points.
Yeah. I'm curious if that changes or if he gets that same work, he'll get some goal line stuff. I don't know. And then on Grant's side, he's benching Kelsey for Goddard currently.
Can you blame him?
No, not at all. After what Goddard did last week, if A.J. Brown misses another week, I mean, I think you gotta do that. Yeah. It'll be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a fun week. It's what we got ahead of us. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting the 1-3, getting a dub under the belt. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. All right. Anything else for us this week as we head in?
I think that's it. Just one last, Cody sucks message. Just want to get that out there. I'm just buffering so I can get this sound to play as we do a little outro. But this has been the PMLP. I'm Matt. He's Matt. We're Matt and Matt in the evening. We'll see you next week. Cody, your team sucks. Ben, I'm going to beat you. I'm putting the league on notice. Points for last playoff spot is mine.
Let's get it. Love it. Have a good night, y'all.